So last night we had come to a couple realizations. One is that if we look up here, you can see the heel of the trusses there. When you look at that, and then you look up in the attic, you start to realize that each of these trusses is a gable truss, and then they bolt the top part up on there. I got a little drawing I'll show in a minute, but you look at that and you start to ask yourself, why can't I just cut that off and hide these beams here that are 9.5 inches deep up high? That way we don't have them hanging down. 6'6" would be the clearance underneath those. 6'6", 6'7". So you start to wonder, why can't I just go ahead and cut that off and hide it up in there? After we got all this shit cleared off of here, I was wondering just that. And then that also then begs the question, if you can put this beam here up higher so that you can't see it, why can't we just go ahead and get a deeper beam and span this whole length? It's about 20 foot. Why can't we go ahead and do that too? So, was thinking about that last night. I'll show you the little truss drawing here. When they make these trusses, and like I said, all the stuff is really stupid in this house, but it's all starting to make sense. For a factory setting, it's all coming together. So each this is one half of the house. So this is how they made the truss. This is an actual truss here. So they make this. They put it on either side. Same thing here. This side's not as well drawn. And then they leave bolts here, and they bolt a piece up to here, and then they bolt this piece up to here and bolt it together. And this is done, I'm pretty sure, after the fact. This might even be done when they get it out into the field here. And I'm just saying that because, you're going to have clearance issues underneath bridges and shit. So right here, you take 2 foot off, and then you're probably about perfect for transport. This little area here this is the heel of the truss. And then up on top here, they had a little block. And most of those blocks have fallen off because we've taken pressure up off the roof a little bit here with these walls, temporary walls. And then this piece goes up, and it's this piece here to make the peak. So if you're going to cut right here, what's to stop you from also cutting here? And if you're already going through that trouble, why wouldn't you go ahead and make this quite a bit bigger, the beam quite taller, deeper, and longer, so you don't have to deal with a post, which would be right about here. And if you come out here, you can see, like, you'd come into the house, and right there you got a post, and you would have had a beam hanging down. And we're not planning on selling this anytime soon. But when you do sell it, that kind of stuff, right when you first walk in, makes people say, like, I don't really want that house. Something is you wouldn't think it's something as dumb as that, but Samantha and I ourselves were that picky. We'd walk into a house and be like, oh, I don't like that half wall, and this house is out. And you'd already decide you don't like it, and then you just pick it apart as you walk through it further. So we got to live with it too. So it would be awful nice not to have that there, because we're going to have an island that starts probably right about where this wall is right here. So that's what we're thinking. The cost with that is that hopefully I can return these. I'm probably going to keep 2 of them to fix the bedroom. And then also this costs extra time. We're going to have to continue renting in Hudson for another month probably. Hopefully we don't need that entire month. I think we were a little aggressive with how quickly I was aggressive with my time frame, how quickly I'd be able to get all this stuff done. There's a lot of figuring out and trying to look at it and figure out how to do it, and that's a shortcoming, my fault there. But I think we had to kind of pull the pin. I decided last night after, and this was at 6:30 at night, we realized that we could do this. I climbed up in the attic to look at it to make sure, and yeah, sure enough, was curious. What we'll have to do is we'll cut those heels off. We'll have to put joist hangers on either side and bolt it to the beam, and we're going to have to cut right about here all the way down so that we have access for that. So we're going to make some more mess. and that's okay, I guess, but that's where we're at right now. And I'm still curious what the hell this is. It really would be something if we had some nice looking hard siding on the other side of this wall, but we'll see. We got appliances coming Thursday. I'm going to try and, after the electrician gets here, I'm going to go to Home Depot and try and get those delayed as long as I can. Hopefully this won't take much more. It'll probably take a day to cut all that shit out of there and clean it out. But I think once the electrician removes these circuits, because this is the big problem. If I go there with a circular saw, I might nick that, and then I'm going to get the shit shocked out of me. If he can remove these for me, all these circuits, today and tomorrow, then I might be in business. I can do this, and it'll go quickly. And then we can get the drywallers to come, it'd probably take a day or two, and I definitely will need help setting that. You can see mice were living up in here. That's nice. They brought a lot of shit up in here. That's some good-looking hay, too, to be quite honest. But, yeah, I'm going to need help setting that beam. We're going to have to rethink the post situation, but not much. And it'll end up looking a lot better and being much more functional, but it'll look way better. And if we're going to do it, right now's the time. I'm not going to really think much in 3 years about your that extra 4 weeks that you had to spend in Hudson. I'm not going to think about that at all. But if we leave this post and that beam hanging down, we will be thinking about how annoying that post and beam is, and we wish we would have taken and spent the extra $700 on rent to go ahead and get that done right this time.